Hello, this is Eileen Gonzalez with Life According to Me. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips on things that you don't need on your resume. So please get a pen and paper. And if you don't have it, please replay this as many times as you can. Now, all of you know that I am very big on the objective. But the objective, if not done the right way, it can hurt you. Therefore, if you're not clear on what it is, I don't want you rambling on the objective. I want more money. I need a better job. I can do A, B, and C. No, you need to be very specific or leave it off. And there's a difference between a summary statement and an objective. A summary statement is used when you're going to transition from one job to the other. So if you're looking for a change in your career, a summary statement is what you would be using. Basically, you're listing qualifications that you might have that can help you towards this change. Well, an objective, you're being very specific to what you want and why you're qualified for that. Again, if you're not sure, leave it off. If you can add it, great, kudos to you. I love it. But if you can't, if all you're going to do is ramble, take it off. It's going to hurt you. Other thing that you want to keep off, pictures. Listen, unless you're a model or a actor, there's no reason for you to have a picture. Nobody needs to know how you look for a salesperson position, for an administrative position. This is not something that's required, and it's something that can hurt you. Therefore, unless it's a requirement for the type of role that you want, again, model, again, actor, don't use a picture. A lot of you, when you do your own resume, you tend to use templates, which I invite you to do so. But if you're using the functional format, a lot of you are using it because it's hiding or masking that you don't have a lot of experience. Employers are actually going to read through that. Therefore, less is more. Be very open. That's why I encourage you all the time to use a cover letter, because it introduces you, it opens the door for a conversation. And remember, if your resume is weak because of lack of experience, that cover letter, you can attach it to an application, and it's going to give us a reason why you are applying, and it might actually make us want to meet you. Therefore, stay away from a functional format. Stay away from it. It's not going to help you. It actually adds more questions. Gaps. If you have small jobs like you've done, like short term, if it's because it's temporary position, always list the agency and list that it's a short-term position. But if you are jumping from one place to the other, you might not want to list that. It's going to make us think that you are inconsistent. And that's not something that you want us to see about you. Now, we understand when you are working with a temporary agency, we get it. Therefore, go ahead, tell us that it's an agency, we're fine. And best of all, if you have 4 or 5 jobs underneath that agency, list them as your employer, and underneath them, add all the different jobs that you've done for that. If you have any questions on that, I am me. I'm very good at answering that. Let me see what else I could think of. References. References are outdated. We don't need you to tell us references will be furnished or to list them on your resume. We will ask you for that. Therefore, keep that off. Another thing that I see very popular today, and it's something you don't need, please refrain. We don't need to see beautiful designs on your picture, on your resume, borders and all that stuff. We're not going to think that you are more professional than somebody else because you designed your resume more decorative, because it's all colorful. It's not. And especially if your resume is weak, you're not going to tell us that all of a sudden you became the best candidate when the content is not there. So focus on your content. Make sure that we are attracted to the content, to your experience. Showcase yourself. That matters a lot more than all the decoration that you can place. And especially if you're actually going into a second or third page just because of your decoration, If you're going to spill over to a second and third, be it because of all the experience that you have, all right? I hope this helps you. Let me see if I forgot anything, because I have been reading it off my list that I took. Boasting, which is something that a lot of you kind of tend to do. I am great at this. I am excellent at that. No one's been more creative than me on this. Leave that off. We do not need you to boast. Yes, we want to know that you're qualified to do certain things. And when you meet with us, we will gladly take all the examples that you have that showcase how great you are. But do not use your resume to tell us how wonderful you are, how you are the best at something. It doesn't look good. All right. And because we're just reading it for the first time, we're going to skip right through it. So leave that off. I believe that you are highly qualified. I believe that you have the experiences to back that up. Leave that for the conversation. All right. I hope this helps you. Any questions, post them below or send me a private message. I'm here to help you. I hope this helped you. Take care.